there's not really an excuse for not having fun because you can change that if you'd like.
This actually came from my old house.
It's a little bit of character to it.
We do most of our cooking on a propane stove.
You can get by on really cheap stuff.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And I'm Connor.
And this is Dennis. All right, so this is the inside of the van. When we first bought it, it was a passenger van, so it had I want to say 6 seats and a really ugly shag carpet all throughout. So as soon as we bought it, we just tore everything out, and me, my dad, and Connor completely redid it. We started with the hardwood floor. So for a while, we just had a hardwood floor, and we would throw a mattress down when we wanted to go camping. So yeah, we insulated everything. We have pink foam insulation behind here. We cover the windows. We put Reflectix and cover them in black felt, so they just look black out from the outside. And then we just laid on this wood, put some stain over it. And we have our big storage area right here, which is basically just like a trunk. This actually came from my old house. It's fake granite, and it can go up and down. So this is 90% of our storage is in here. We store our bedding in this one, and then we each have a junk drawer where we just keep miscellaneous objects, sneakers, shoes, anything like that. Up here, this shelf is mainly our clothing. So the majority of our clothing is up here. We each have 2 baskets. We have this really kind of weird curve to the top of our van because of the overhead cap. So hardwood would get a little wonky going all the way up. So we just ended up using this little tiny shelf, you can call it, and then I just sort of stuck on some tiles to make it look pretty. This is our bed setup. I think it was one of the smartest idea we had when building the van. So in the daytime, it's a couch, and it's actually a really comfortable couch. You don't feel your head isn't hitting the top when you sit on it, and it's really comfy. You can put your feet up on the counter. And we also have all of this floor space when it's set up. And then when it's time to go to bed, this right here pops up. It latches on right here. This pillow basically just falls flat, and we have almost a full-size bed, which is really good. And also, it's great storage because we have a huge, basically a big trunk on this side where we just keep a lot of our gear, skateboards, tents, and all that fun stuff.
We took a train trip 3 years ago across the US, and doing that, we did that for 2 months, and on that trip we were staying at hostels, Airbnbs, and camping. And while we were on that, we were this would be so much better if we just had a way to drive on our own and sleep places for free. And so van was the answer to that.
So a few different ways we make money on the road is our first van life experience. We went up to Burlington, Vermont, and we were planning to stay there for about 6 months. And we both just got seasonal jobs, you can say. I worked at a bagel shop and an after-school program, and he worked as a carpenter, or a painter, just doing
painter
odd-end jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, we made money by doing that, but now that we're on the road and kind of just traveling and not really staying in one place for too long, we worked when we were back home, and we just saved up all of our money, and now we're just on the road.
Yeah.
We have no money, I guess. All right, so this area right here is our little kitchen. We have our fridge right here. It just opens up. We have a fridge and then a freezer. That's really helpful for eggs and yogurt and stuff, keeps them cold. And then we have a little butcher block countertop right here, a little sink. This sink actually isn't hooked up right now. It was hooked up for the first 3 months of van life, but we got a hole in our water tank, so now we just use it as a bowl. It's good to hold fruit in or something like that when you're driving. And then up here is our pantry. It just is attached by a little hook right there, and then you fold it down We have a lot of food storage. Yeah, we're members of the YMCA, so anytime we need a shower, we just find a local YMCA, or we do truck stops or campsites. Okay, so this is our power outlet we have. It's really nice because it's close to the bed, so we can just plug our phone in when we're going to sleep, and it charges. The cord runs all the way behind the pantry, down over there, and then it connects right here to our house battery. We do most of our cooking on a propane stove. We just keep it under here, and whenever we want to cook, we can just pull it out and put it on the countertop. Our pots and pans we store in this little basket that just pulls right out. And then I've Velcroed all of our like kitchen utensils to the doors, just so that they don't fall when we drive, and it's really easy to keep organized like that. So when we first bought the van, there was like a huge TV right here, like a really old heavy TV. So we ripped that out because we thought this would be great storage, and it is. This is like a huge area for our storage. We keep a lot of like our winter coats and like extra blankets up in here. This right here is a blackout curtain. We have hooks that go throughout here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hooks, and at night we just hook them on the hooks, and it's like our own like privacy curtain. So since our sink doesn't work, we still need water. So we got, I think this is a 7-gallon jug, and it's just bungeed to, I believe, the metal of the car. And it's awesome that it's on this thing because my water bottle fits right underneath it. So it's easy to fill up your water bottle.
I guess my favorite aspect would be that if you get tired of a place, you can just leave at any point. And also, if you love a place, you can stay there as long as you want. There's no check-in, check-out date. It's just really up to you on where you want to go and stuff. So there's not really an excuse for not having fun, because you can change that if you'd like.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, I think my favorite part of living on the road is just having the freedom to be where you want to be and do what you want to do. I think as long as we're having fun and enjoying it, and the van is still enjoying it and, you know, not breaking down, and it's not costing us too much, I think we'll keep doing it until it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. So it's a 2001 Dodge Ram van. It's a 1500 6-cylinder. We didn't really do too much to the outside. We got some all-terrain tires on there. It came with the extended cab up top. We had some rust spots down here, so we just used some Bondo and just some sealant and covered that. We got a small dent from a tree up in Vermont, so it's a little bit of character to it. So for my battery setup, basically I'm not using any solar panels. I'm just taking power from the house battery. This wire right here runs from this. This takes the power from here and then takes it to my house batteries inside. If this ever goes low, it cuts off the power and recharges this one. So it's a really good and cheap way to get power without doing a whole solar setup, and it's pretty easy to do yourself. So we have 250 amp marine batteries in there. It's powering our refrigerator, our phones, our lights in there, our laptops, and any other electronics that we need to use.
So one of the coolest parts of Dennis is the front area. I actually tiled it myself. It was my first like big project alone, and yeah, I'm really proud with the way it turned out. For someone looking into doing van life, I would say take the leap and do it. We meet so many people who come up to us and are like, we wish we did it when you were your age. So I think just like taking the first step, and even just like looking at vans online is a good first step. If you're interested in it, do it. You won't regret it.
I'd say my piece of advice would be don't be intimidated by all of the like big Sprinter vans and all those builds you always see on the road. Because yeah, there are a lot of people out there with $50,000 setups and stuff, but you can get by on really cheap stuff and just doing a little hard work yourself. You can make something nice and livable. Thanks for watching our tour.
You can find us on Instagram at emily.o'keefe or on TikTok at On the Road with Emily. Thank you.
Thank you.